Good morning, everyone. Myself, Mrs. JAYALAXMI. I am working in Department of Commerce and Management Studies, Purna Prajna College, Udupi. I am here to present a paper on a study on awareness regarding intellectual property rights among the students in an international e-conference on intellectual property right organized by Chinthamani Mahavidhyalaya, Ghugus, Chandrapura, Maharashtra, India. As you all know, intellectual property rights are like any other property right. They allow creators or owners of patents, trademarks, or copyrighted works to benefit from their own work or investment in a creation. Intellectual property right is protected in law by, for example, trademarks, patents, and copyrights, and which enable people to earn recognition or financial benefit from what they invent or create. By striking the right balance between the interests of innovators and the wider public interest, the intellectual property system aims to foster an environment in which creativity and innovation can flourish. In the present time, intellectual property rights have become common subject in all the disciplines of study. It is important not only for the lawyers, judges, law students, but also engineers, scientists, artists, technicians, farmers, and as well as researchers also. However, the success of the intellectual property system of a country depends very much on the public level of awareness. So, with the objective of studying the awareness level among the students regarding intellectual property rights, a descriptive study was conducted uh, on the basis of a questionnaire survey. These are all different types of intellectual property rights. As you all know, copyright, a patent, a trademark, an industrial design, geographical indications, trade secrets, etc. These are the objectives of my study. The first and foremost objective is to investigate about the level of awareness among the postgraduate and engineering students. Second objective is to explore the level of awareness regarding IPR and to examine the behavioral pattern regarding IPR awareness. One more objective is to examine the perception of IPR in their study and curriculum. Next objective is to examine the institutional pattern of IPR knowledge. For the purpose of my study, 50 respondents are selected in convenient sampling method. Questionnaires are distributed to the respondents and opinions are taken as primary data. Simple percentage analysis is made to satisfy the objectives. A survey was conducted to collect the opinion of students. Personal interview also was conducted through telephone and opinions are taken. The responses given by the respondents have been analyzed and produced in a structured format in the form of questionnaire for easy and logical understanding. An analysis of every question has been made along with the question. Finally, at the end, conclusion has been drawn. Suggestions have also been made. So far as secondary data are concerned, I have referred previous few papers and journals as evidence to support the findings of this study. Now I am going to the data analysis part directly. Look at this slide. This table is self-explanatory. The question is asked to the students that do you have knowledge of intellectual property rights? Out of 50 respondents, 40 students responded that they are fully aware of intellectual property rights, but 10 responded that they have a minimum knowledge about IPR. The second table regarding the awareness on intellectual property rights on the base of kinds of IPR. So questions are divided on the basis of the nature here. Copyright, patent rights, trademark, industrial design and geographic indications are taken as important intellectual property rights. Among 50 students, 40 responded that they know about copyright, 30 have knowledge about patent rights, 40 know about trademark, 25 know about industrial designs, and 20 among them have knowledge about geographic indications. So, in this, multiple options are allowed. This table shows that awareness on patent rights. Look at this table. Out of 50 students, only 15 gave the right answer. 5 of them responded that none of the above are patent rights. So here the options are given as technological advances, songs, books, all of the above, none of the above. Table 4. Questions are framed to know about the knowledge on copyright. So here also 4 different items are given in the table. Out of 50 students, only 15 students gave the right answer. 5 of them responded that they have no idea about the copyright. Next, table 5 shows awareness on trademark. So here also out of 50 students, few gave their opinion for multiple options. Almost 40 students are responded that they have knowledge about trademarks. Next table regarding awareness on industrial design. So here also out of 50 students, 25 gave the right answer. 5 students responded that they have no idea. Here also particular questions are asked about design of an article, pattern of an article or both or no idea likewise. Then next one, table 7 regarding awareness on geographic indication. So here this table or the chart shows that that almost 40 students have some knowledge about geographical indication as intellectual property rights. Table 8, awareness on the nature of IPR. This table shows that 30 students responded that IPR is only a right on inventions, but 5 of them responded that they have no idea. Table 9 showing the knowledge regarding protection of IPR. So here that the question is framed as how that IPR can be protected, whether through law or registration or both. So out of 50 students, 30 responded that IPR can be protected through law, 10 of them responded that can be protected through registration, and 5 of them responded that through law and registration both, and 5 of them have no idea. Table 10 shows the awareness on the base of use, then how they can take that right. Above figure shows 25 respondents says that intellectual property right can be registered, 5 says it is to be purchased, 5 says it can be sold, and 10 says it may be purchased, sold and registered all, while 5 respondents have no idea. Table 11 shows the awareness about need to protect the IPR. This figure shows that 60% of the respondents are aware about there is a need to protect the intellectual property rights. So the findings of this survey reveals that Respondents need some detailed explanation about intellectual property rights and its use and importance. It's the main objective of this study. To what extent the students have the knowledge about intellectual property right. The level of awareness shows their lack of information regarding intellectual property rights. The respondents are not aware about the protective laws relating to IPRs. They are less informed about the use of IPR in their study and research both. On the basis of my study, I can recommend all these suggestions. Intellectual property rights education must be promoted among all the institutions of higher learning. University and institutions should organize seminars, workshops, conferences on intellectual property right for the UG and PG students both. There must be a compulsory paper of intellectual property rights in the PhD program. The PG and UG students may be provided practical knowledge about plagiarism and fair use of copyright material. The comprehensive course curriculum may be included in research coursework comprising of trademark, design, patent, copyright knowledge, etc. Students may be provided a manual having information about the consequences of violation of IPR law. So I appreciate this Chinthamani Mahavidhyalaya for conducting this e-conference on intellectual property right, which is very much beneficial to the students of present scenario. To conclude, I can say that the promotion and protection of intellectual property spurs economic growth, creates new jobs and industries, and enhances the quality and enjoyment of life. An efficient and equitable intellectual property system can help all countries to realize intellectual property's potential as a catalyst for economic development and social and cultural well-being. With this, I would like to thank Chinthamani Mahavidhyalaya for giving me an opportunity to present this paper in their international e-conference. I also would like to thank all the organizers for giving the opportunity. Thank you, one and all.